You might think all fruits are healthy, especially as you age and try to eat better. But here's a surprising truth. Some fruits could actually be making your legs feel weaker, not stronger. If you're over 60, this message might just change how you feel on your feet every single day. See, not all fruits are created equal. While they're natural, some are packed with sugars that hit your bloodstream like a roller coaster. This sudden spike and crash in blood sugar drains your energy and can lead to muscle fatigue, particularly in your legs, the very muscles you rely on to stay independent and mobile. Take bananas, for instance. Loved for their potassium, but too many, especially if you have kidney issues, can overload your system. High potassium levels can mess with the delicate balance your muscles need to contract properly, leaving your legs feeling heavy or crampy. Then there's the acidity factor. Citrus fruits, like oranges and grapefruits, might be refreshing, but they're also highly acidic. Over time, this can trigger inflammation in your joints and muscles, particularly if you're already dealing with arthritis or leg pain. Plus, grapefruit does something sneaky. It interferes with medications, especially blood pressure and cholesterol drugs. That interference can indirectly weaken your muscles and increase fall risk. Even grapes and dried fruits like raisins or dates sound innocent, but they're concentrated sugar bombs. Their glycemic load is high, and while they give a quick energy boost, they crash your insulin response later, weakening leg endurance and triggering inflammation. And here's a twist. Prunes, often praised for digestion. They're also extremely high in fiber and sorbitol. In excess, that fiber can reduce the absorption of key minerals like magnesium and calcium, both vital for muscle and bone health. That means your legs might not get the support they need to keep you steady and strong. The good news? You don't have to ditch fruit entirely. But being smart about what you eat makes all the difference. Your legs carry you through life. Protect them by choosing fruits that energize and support them, not ones that quietly steal their strength. Fruits are often celebrated as nature's perfect food, packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber. But what most people don't realize is that not all fruits are equally beneficial, especially for seniors. As we age, our bodies respond differently to certain compounds found in food, and some fruits, while generally healthy, can have unexpected effects that may work against mobility and strength. This is particularly true for older adults who are dealing with slower metabolism, medication sensitivities, and muscle loss. For example, fruits high in natural sugars, such as grapes, mangoes, or even ripe bananas, can cause sudden spikes in blood glucose levels. These spikes are followed by crashes, leading to fatigue, mood swings, and over time a pattern of energy instability. This instability can directly affect muscle performance, making the legs feel weak or unsteady. Seniors who are insulin resistant or diabetic are even more vulnerable to these effects, and what seems like an innocent bowl of fruit salad can, over time, contribute to greater muscle fatigue. There's also the issue of bioactive compounds that interact with medications or reduce nutrient absorption. Fruits like grapefruit are known to interfere with common medications taken for blood pressure, cholesterol, and heart conditions that are common in older adults. This interaction can indirectly lead to weakened leg muscles by altering how drugs perform in the body. Similarly, high-fiber fruits, while excellent for gut health, may impair absorption of minerals like calcium and magnesium if overconsumed, both of which are essential for muscle strength and bone stability. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking fruit equals health, but when it comes to aging bodies, context matters. Some fruits, despite their benefits, may place an unintentional burden on seniors' muscular and neurological systems. Blood sugar spikes may not seem like a big deal at first, but for seniors they can have a serious impact on muscle stability, especially in the legs. When you eat fruits that are high on the glycemic index, like watermelon, pineapple, or overly ripe bananas, your body rapidly breaks down their sugars, causing a sharp increase in blood glucose. While this might provide a quick energy burst, It's usually followed by a crash, and that's where the problem begins. This sudden drop in energy can leave you feeling tired, unsteady, and even lightheaded, all of which affect your balance and your ability to stay on your feet. Over time, frequent blood sugar fluctuations cause inflammation and impair insulin sensitivity. Inflammation interferes with muscle repair and weakens neuromuscular communication, making it harder for your brain to effectively coordinate muscle movement. For seniors, whose muscle mass and bone density are already declining due to age, this makes leg muscles especially vulnerable to fatigue and instability. Even simple movements like getting up from a chair or walking upstairs can become more difficult. Another important factor is how blood sugar imbalances affect hydration and electrolyte levels. As the body works to flush out excess sugar, it pulls water from cells, often leading to mild dehydration. This loss of fluid can reduce blood flow to the muscles, particularly in the legs, and lead to cramping or a heavy leg sensation. Muscles don't perform well when they're dehydrated or deprived of oxygen, and this can contribute to an increased risk of falls. Even if you don't have diabetes, blood sugar regulation becomes more sensitive with age. Muscles depend on steady, efficient fuel, and when glucose delivery is erratic, the energy needed for strength and endurance simply isn't there. Potassium is an essential mineral that plays a vital role in muscle function, heart rhythm, and nerve communication. While it's commonly associated with good health, especially through popular fruits like bananas, oranges, and kiwis, too much potassium can become a hidden problem for seniors. As we age, our kidneys gradually lose efficiency, and their ability to regulate electrolyte levels, including potassium, may decline. This makes older adults more susceptible to potassium buildup in the blood, a condition known as hyperkalemia, which can have subtle yet harmful effects on the body, particularly the muscles. When potassium levels rise beyond what the body can handle, it interferes with the electrical signals that control muscle contraction. This often begins as a feeling of weakness in the legs, heaviness, or muscle fatigue that doesn't quite go away with rest. In more advanced cases, it can lead to cramps, numbness, or even a sensation of muscle locking up after basic movement. These symptoms are often mistaken for aging or overexertion, but in reality, they may be related to a silent mineral imbalance caused by frequent consumption of potassium-rich fruits. The risk is even greater for seniors who are on medications that spare potassium, like ACE inhibitors or certain diuretics used for high blood pressure and heart conditions. These medications already raise potassium levels in the body, and when combined with high potassium fruits, the effect is compounded. The result can be an increased feeling of leg instability or fatigue, which directly undermines daily mobility. Many fruits marketed as heart-healthy may be contributing to a potassium overload without clear warning signs. Unlike sodium, which often gets monitored, potassium tends to fly under the radar. For seniors aiming to stay strong and steady on their feet, this unnoticed imbalance can quietly drain muscle strength and reduce functional independence. The connection between acidity and inflammation is often overlooked, especially when it comes to fruit consumption in seniors. Certain fruits, while rich in vitamins and antioxidants, are also highly acidic. These include citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, grapefruits, and even less obvious choices like pineapples and tomatoes. For aging bodies, consuming these fruits frequently can contribute to a chronic low-grade inflammatory response that directly affects joints and muscles, particularly in the legs, where wear and tear from decades of movement tends to accumulate. When the body is consistently exposed to acidic foods, it may respond by trying to neutralize that acid through a buffering system that involves pulling alkaline minerals like calcium and magnesium from bones and tissues. Over time, this can weaken bones and reduce the availability of minerals needed for optimal muscle function. Muscles that are low in calcium and magnesium tend to fatigue faster, cramp more often, and recover more slowly, making everyday tasks like walking or standing more challenging for seniors. In addition to mineral depletion, Acidic fruits can also irritate the linings of the digestive tract, contributing to gastrointestinal inflammation. This may not seem directly related to muscle health, but chronic inflammation, whether in the gut or elsewhere, sends signals throughout the body that promote muscle breakdown and joint stiffness. Seniors who already struggle with arthritis or muscle aches may find their symptoms worsened after consuming acidic fruits without realizing the connection. Furthermore, inflammation driven by acidic foods increases oxidative stress, which accelerates aging at the cellular level. Muscles under oxidative stress lose strength and elasticity, which can affect balance and leg stability. While these fruits may offer a short-term sense of refreshment, the long-term impact on muscle and joint health can be surprisingly negative when consumed without moderation. Fiber is often hailed as essential for healthy digestion, and it certainly plays a crucial role in maintaining gut health, regulating blood sugar, and supporting cardiovascular function. However, in aging bodies, too much fiber, especially from certain fruits, can create unexpected challenges. Fruits like apples with skin, pears, prunes, and figs are high in insoluble fiber, which can be tough on an older digestive system. While they may help with constipation, consuming these fruits in excess can interfere with the body's ability to absorb vital nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and zinc, minerals that are essential for muscle strength and bone density. As people age, the digestive system becomes less efficient, enzyme production decreases, and transit time through the intestines may slow down or fluctuate unpredictably. When fiber is over-consumed in this slower system, it can bind to key minerals and escort them out of the body before they are fully absorbed. This means that even with a healthy diet, an older adult might still develop deficiencies that affect muscle performance, particularly in the legs. Weak or cramping leg muscles, increased fatigue, and even poor coordination can all stem from subtle nutrient shortages caused by a fiber-heavy diet. Another factor is the fermentation of fiber in the gut. High-fiber fruits can create excessive gas and bloating in seniors with slower digestion or imbalanced gut bacteria. This added discomfort can discourage movement, reduce appetite, or even lead to a sense of heaviness or pressure in the lower body, all of which contribute to a decline in leg function and overall mobility. While fiber is undeniably important, there's a delicate balance that must be maintained in older adults. Eating too much of the wrong types of high-fiber fruits can work against the very goals of staying strong, energized, and mobile with age. As people age, the number of medications they take often increases, whether for blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, or other chronic conditions. What many seniors don't realize is that certain fruits, though natural and seemingly harmless, can interfere with how these medications work in the body. One of the most well-known examples is grapefruit, which contains compounds that inhibit an enzyme in the liver responsible for breaking down many prescription drugs. When this enzyme is blocked, the medication can build up in the bloodstream to potentially dangerous levels, increasing the risk of side effects like muscle weakness, dizziness, or even more serious complications. But grapefruit isn't the only fruit to be cautious about. Pomegranates and Seville oranges, often found in marmalades or juice blends, can have similar effects on drug metabolism. This interference can amplify or reduce the intended effect of the medication, making it either too strong or not strong enough. For seniors relying on precise doses to manage blood pressure or heart rhythm, even small shifts caused by fruit interactions can lead to symptoms such as lightheadedness, fatigue, leg cramps, or instability. Additionally, certain fruits may increase the potassium levels in the body, which can conflict with medications that already raise potassium, such as ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics. The result may be muscle cramps, irregular heartbeat, or a sensation of weakness in the legs that seems to come out of nowhere. This often goes unnoticed, because fruit is rarely suspected as the cause. Drug interactions don't always produce immediate symptoms, which makes them particularly dangerous. Over time, the effects of these interactions can build up subtly, eroding strength, balance, and coordination in ways that aren't easily linked to diet. For older adults, this hidden risk can be a significant contributor to leg weakness and reduced mobility. For seniors looking to protect their leg strength and maintain overall mobility, not all fruits need to be eliminated, only chosen more carefully. While some fruits may lead to blood sugar spikes, mineral imbalances, or drug interactions, there are plenty of better alternatives that offer essential nutrients without the unwanted side effects. The key is to choose fruits that provide anti-inflammatory benefits, moderate natural sugars, and support muscle and nerve health, with a balance of vitamins and minerals that aging bodies can truly benefit from. Berries, like blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries, are excellent choices. They're rich in antioxidants that combat oxidative stress, a major factor in muscle aging. Their low glycemic index ensures that blood sugar stays stable, which helps preserve energy and muscle performance, especially in the legs. They also contain polyphenols that reduce inflammation, which can ease joint stiffness and improve range of motion. Fruits like kiwi and papaya are also great options. Kiwi contains a unique blend of vitamin C, potassium, and magnesium, all of which are crucial for muscle contraction and bone health. Papaya is rich in enzymes that aid digestion and reduce gut inflammation, which in turn helps with nutrient absorption, important for maintaining strength and stamina. Cherries, especially tart cherries, have been shown to reduce muscle soreness and inflammation, making them helpful for seniors who remain active or experience leg fatigue. Even apples, when eaten in moderation, and preferably with the skin removed if digestion is sensitive, offer a range of fiber and antioxidants, without overwhelming the system with sugar or acid. These alternatives don't just fill nutritional gaps, they actively support the body's ability to stay balanced, strong, and mobile. Choosing the right fruits allows seniors to enjoy their natural sweetness, while giving their muscles and joints exactly what they need to function well each day.